Best greetings. Connecting today from Cambridge, and miracle of this technology connecting to you wherever you are. And we're just saying how amazing it is. We meet sometimes the right person at the right time, and we get connected to something that's really important for our journey. And maybe even today you might stumble across these ideas and you just don't know. We don't really know how and why things are like they are, but there's a magic sometimes how we connect to each other. And this word I love because it means, for me, connecting is like when you feel understood, or you feel you are with someone that you can resonate with, and being together there's a harmony and like a warmth, and also it's speaking to your heart when you feel connected. However, of course, sometimes we purposely want to disconnect ourselves as well, like maybe it's to find your own voice or to get some space. And sometimes the connections in our lives can be quite heavy because they require so much. Sometimes friendships can be feeling like a burden at times. But the spiritual angle is the real connection is actually at the soul level. So in that sense, we can sometimes feel connected, but there's no physical presence of the other person. Likewise, someone could be physically present and we could not feel at all connected. Very almost like we could feel lonely, but be with others. So it's not a physical level thing according to spirituality. It is something happening at a subtle level. And you might find yourself feeling connected to someone you've only just met. Rather, you could spend years with someone in the office and not feel connected. So it's much more than meets the eye. And so this spiritual angle is soul-to-soul connection doesn't have the negative side. It is not heavy, there's no obligation, because it is by definition spiritual and light. But to get that, to feel that, we have to connect first to ourselves. And the easy way we can experiment with that today is to connect to ourselves as actors that are on a stage and definitely fully involved. And this is great, but now and then an actor also needs to come beyond the play, and is often said, we are here, we're in the world, but spirituality is saying we're not of the world. So there is a time that you were there before your present role and roles and scenes, and that you will be there after those scenes and those roles finish. And this isn't just the external, it is also the physical body and the setup. It is changing, but as an experiencer, as an actor, the spiritual message is you are separate, independent, and that brings yourself as if at home with yourself, and it's very grounding. You are sort of touching ground with yourself as this invisible actor, conscious being. And at that level we actually know ourselves and can feel and understand others, because the mind is calmer, more still, when we've created time to be with ourselves, with our own essence. We're not getting caught with the labels and with the feeling that my security is based upon all these roles going well externally. in this drama of life, playing the game but not getting lost that I've forgotten that it is a play. So this meditation is aimed to first connect with the self. That level that opens up a really beautiful feeling to connect with others. So maybe a few minutes, it is like a playful thing. And meditation is meant to be enjoyable and light. So keeping the playful attitude. And to give yourself permission to relax the body first in preparation, which may include checking that you feel your breath is natural and preferably deeper rather than shallow breathing. And that includes a kind of letting go of tension in the parts of the body like shoulders and muscles, maybe around the eyes and the face. And it brings focus to ourselves as well, rather than externally. Externally, we are still aware of noises, movement, but the attitude of acceptance, it's like letting go. We can connect to this notion of being an actor in the form of a conscious energy. It's like the inner being is operating this body like a driver operates a car. Inner being, the driver, is like a tiny spark of light, not physical, can't be seen. And holding that as if cherishing it in the mind, because this light is totally free. The atmosphere around this light is of silence. It's a small shift, but everything changes, acknowledging the inner silence and peace behind the doing, behind the visible. This invisible actor is not defined by the costume. This tiny star is not defined by the gender of the body. So there's a freedom from being defined by the image, the costume. Invisible actor, like any actor, is not defined by the job of the role, can be any job or position in the family, that is part of the stage and the play. Act is totally different. We see the actor beyond the play, seeing the stage is there in all of its detail, but kind of small, like from the audience. This is a space of total silence. Connection is beyond time. And a sense of being close to all the actors who are also just visiting the stage, playing temporary roles. Here there is deep love that doesn't get altered by the actions on the small stage. All are as if dear. These actors are beyond harm and lovely. Spiritual, eternal beings. They have a totally different realm. You can call it a sky, you can call it a expansive light. Creates such stability because the love is unconditional. Respect, acknowledgement. Understanding. All very much are worthy of this peace, this love for all time. The love is pure, not needing anything from anyone. And everyone is felt to be complete. All here are truly connected. It feels right. But most important, all are connected to the seed. That one soul that doesn't get confused about the temporary drama, stays loving. That is the most profound connection, the stability. So this gives healing to the soul, and coming to join the theater. Whatever's happening, it is secondary if it is on the stage. It becomes interesting. The actor who's feeling this connection with the other actors, love remains, peace remains, stability. And then the part can be played with full understanding that it is a temporary role. Not mixing the love of the actor with the love of the character. Not loving Cinderella. This purity, peace, love can continue and help others to be connected for time. Shanti, thank you. Enjoy your experiments. It's a lot to explore.